Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on problem solving part 1. When solving a problem, the question needs to be read carefully because we need to clarify in our minds what the question is asking. The one certain thing is that the initial steps will involve one or more of the 4 basic operations. Example 1. John was asked to document the number of cars that entered a car park for 5 consecutive days. The numbers for each day were those 5 numbers here. What was the total for the 5 days? What was the daily average? Now here are the answers. Now note, when you see the word total, that means addition. So that's definitely one of the operations we're using. So the total for the 5 days was, so you add the 5 numbers up and you get 2,245 cars. The daily average was, now you remember from a few previous videos back, to find the average you add all the scores and you divide by the number of scores. So when we add the numbers we get 2,245 divided by 5, and that's 449 cars. Example 2. Bill takes $30 to the shop and buys 5 pies at $2.50 each and 2 loaves of bread at $3 each. How much did he spend in total? What change did he bring home? So the total spent, now if he bought 5 pies, each of them cost $2.50, that's 5 times $2.50. So that's our multiplication. If he bought 2 loaves of bread and each of them cost $3, that's 2 times 3. 5 times 250 is $12.50. 2 times 3 is 6. $12.50 plus $6 is $18.50. So that was the total amount of money that he spent. His change, $30 take away $18.50 gives you $11.50. So that's his change. Example 3. Harry delivers 86 newspapers each day for a 5-day period. He is paid 20 cents for each paper he delivers. How many papers does he deliver for the week? How much money does he earn for the 5 days? So the total delivered for the week, that's the 5-day week, is obviously 86 times 5. So when we do that multiplication we get 430. So that's 430 papers. Now for each paper he gets 20 cents. So let's find out the answer in cents first. 430 by 20, that's the same as 4,300 by 2 because of that 0 here. And that's 8,600 cents. If we divide that by 100, that gives us $86. And the last example. Mr. Smith goes for a holiday to his favourite beach, which is situated 450 kilometres from his home. If he uses 6 litres of fuel for each 100 kilometres, how much fuel does he use altogether for the one-way trip? If fuel cost $1.40 per litre, how much did he spend on fuel for the one-way trip? Now, for the first part of the question, we have to work out how many litres of fuel he used. Now, if we break up 450, this is just one way of doing this, and you can do it many ways, into 4 lots of 100 plus 1 lot of 50. Now that adds up to 450. Now for each 100 kilometres, there are 6 litres of fuel. So for each of these 100s, we have 6 litres of fuel. So for the 50, we must have 3 litres. So the fuel altogether was 4 times 6, that gives us 24, plus 3 is 27 litres. Now, for the total cost of the fuel for the one-way trip, let's change $1.40 to 140 cents and 27 litres, so it's 140 cents for each litre. So for 27 litres we do that multiplication. Now we did long multiplication in an earlier video, and if you follow this very carefully you'll remind yourself of the steps. we get 3,780 cents, and if we divide that by 100, it's $37.80. So that's how much he spent on fuel.